For December the 24th, 2011, welcome to A Book and a Martini. Cheers. My name is Hubert O'Hearn, and this is a martini, and let's talk about books. So, we've got a week to go until Christmas. You may be wondering why I'm wearing black. It's Christmas. It should be in festive colors. I went Christmas shopping. It's a reason to wear black. But I am here to help you out, because in the last week, and you're thinking that, what the heck am I going to get? You could waste hundreds of dollars on home electronics, or you could give something that will actually last. I'm thinking books. Why? I'm a book reviewer. I think books are cool. So I've got a few gift ideas for you. Some of them I mentioned before in these videos, and all the reviews are at buythebookreviews.blogspot.com. Don't worry about writing it down. I'll include the URLs in the comments below. First suggestion is that I do want to save you some money. Okay? If you're buying anything that has had the copyright expired, buy used books. I love used books. There's a texture to them, and knowing that someone else has actually read them, it's like they're living when you pass them along. I say when copyright has expired because writers do like to get paid. But if you're getting one of the classics, and I'll get to a couple of those in a second, the most wonderful site on the internet for me is alibris.com. Again, I'll put the URL down, so don't try to work out spelling the Libris. They have everything. I like just browsing through there and seeing the first editions and the autographed copies and so on. By the way, they have an autographed copy of the Groucho letters. If anyone is really entertained by this video and wants to give me something. Okay? Yeah. Books you should definitely have. If you don't have a copy of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol in your house, why are you living? Okay? You need to have one. You can watch all the movie versions you want, and yes, I am an Alistair Sim traditionalist. The George C. Scott is okay, and the Bill Murray remake of Scrooge is the best of the modernizations. Actually, a Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol is pretty damn good too, but you need the original. You need to read this thing. Okay? Also, if you have small children in the house, and you have not bought The House at Pooh Corner or any of the other Winnie the Pooh kids, shame on you. Your children should be taken away instantly. Get it. The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. Get that for your kids too. My favorite one growing up was by Enid Blyton. Enid Blyton wrote, I think it was about 75 books or so. She was an English writer. And there was a little book called 5 Dolls in a House that I think I was given when I was about 8 years old or so. And if I read it once, no exaggeration, I must have read it 15 times. I just loved it. It was about a little dollhouse, and these 5 little dolls that came alive in it. You know, I'm sure you've seen the plot line in 1,000 different things. It enchanted me. And weirdly enough, it was a great spur to the imagination, because my own little stuffed animals and things, I started giving them personalities and so forth, and acting out stuff, and no wonder I ended up in theater. So, give that a look. I'm sure that's long out of print, but a Libris will have it. Trust me. But okay, you want some new stuff. Let's talk some fairly new stuff. If you have small children in the house, in a lot of ways, this was actually my favorite book that I read all year, by Oliver Jeffers, called The Heart and the Bottle. Short book, although very large in format. It's got pretty pictures and things. I could probably read the whole thing to you, in about 5, 6 minutes, but I'd be smashing copyright laws, and guess what? Uncle Hubie don't want to get arrested this year. Okay, um, it's utterly charming, and when you read it, guess what? You're going to find a lot of meaning for yourself too. It's about a little girl who, because of circumstance, locks her heart away. She takes it away, and it goes put in a bottle. And what eventually is going to release it and bring it back to her? It's a lovely little book. If you can't find it in your bookstore, a Libris will have it. Now, let's talk about more for the adults. One that I haven't even put this review up on the website yet, although you can find it at the Herald de Paris, which I am now writing for. Then again, by Diane Keaton. I finished this just a few days ago. I don't read and review a lot of celebrity biographies. As I say in the review, I'm not opposed to them, certainly, but if I'm going to take that time to read it, I want to be sure that the author has actually had a career that's worth reading about. You know, I'm not lining up to buy Justin Bieber's autobiography because you've been around for like 5 minutes. What are you going to teach me? Keaton, on the other hand, besides starring in Annie Hall, being featured in the entire Godfather trilogy, First Wives Club, that was a terrific movie with she and Goldie Hawn, and having a brain cramp. Forget the third person. You know, I'm sorry. You're a wonderful actress. You're one of my all-time favorites. I just forget who you are. I should do take two, but I won't. Anyway, Keaton's book is fantastic. Mostly about she and her family and her mom, and she writes with an actress's eye. In other words, when she talks about shootings, Something's Gotta Give with Jack Nicholson, whole story is compiled down into one scene, the shooting of one scene where she has to kiss Jack, or actually Jack's supposed to kiss her. And she goes up on her lines and it tells you everything you ever wanted to know about the charisma of Jack Nicholson and so forth. But about her mom passed away of Alzheimer's. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's funny. It's a great, great family book. Next case. For that literate, smart boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse. Julian Barnes, The Sense of an Ending. He won the Man Booker Prize for this, which is my money better than the Nobel, but basically for the best book written this year, or published this year rather. It well deserved it. Only 150 pages, and it's just fantastic writing about a man. One of his best friends growing up commits suicide, and years later, there's something left for him. Awesome. You will discover more truth in every one of its pages than in 1,000 sermons. Last but not least, what I did pick as my book of the year, and God knows I've talked about this one before, arguably, by Christopher Hitchens, who passed away 2 days ago as I shoot this. This is one that you will keep by the bedside or by your favorite chair, and you will dip into. Among other things, Hitchens was the best book reviewer of our time. The most pointed social and political commentator, the funniest writer that I know of offhand. And yeah, for anybody you know who's smart, give him that one. Trust me, Matt will be appreciated. So I welcome you to put comments down. and suggestions for other people who happen to see this video. What book are you giving this year? What book do you want to get this year? What's your wish list? I know what my wish is because I'm pretty sure that this is the last book in a Martini that I'll be shooting before Christmas. May shoot another one in between Christmas and New Year's. My wish for you is that you find books you love, and most important, I hope you find someone to love, to share books with. Farewell, Hitch, and as always, in the words of our late dear friend Tommy Snyder, from those of us who work the late shift, good night, everybody. Happy Crimble and Merry Goo Year.